This video lesson is about sequences, a grade 10 mathematics lesson for the first quarter. The following are the objectives in this video lesson. First, define sequence. Second, differentiate finite and infinite sequence. Third, list the next few terms of a sequence. And last, find the end term of a sequence. To start with our lesson, what is a sequence? A sequence is an arrangement of objects or a list of numbers that follows a certain rule or pattern. Now let's have the following numbers: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This list of numbers is considered to be a sequence because it follows a certain rule or pattern. What is the pattern? If you can observe, to get the second number, we just simply add 5 to the first number. So 5 plus 5 equals 10. 10 plus 5 equals 15. 15 plus 5 equals 20, and so on. Each number in a sequence is called a term. Here in our example, we have 6 terms. 5 is considered to be the first term, which is denoted by a sub 1. 10 is a sub 2 or the second term. 15 is a sub 3 or the third term. 20 is a sub 4 or the fourth term. 25 is the fifth term or a sub 5. And 30 is a sub 6 or the last term. A sequence can be finite sequence or infinite sequence. When we say finite sequence, the number of terms are limited, while infinite sequence, number of terms are not limited. Now let's take this example: 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. The first term of the sequence is 3, and the last term is 15. Since we can easily identify the last term, which is 15, this example is considered to be finite sequence. Let's have this example: 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, followed by the 3 dots. The first term of the sequence is 3. The 3 dots, or what we call ellipses, at the end indicates that the sequence goes on forever. Therefore, it does not have a last term. If ever our given has no last term, it is considered to be infinite sequence. Now let's try activity 1, what's next? So given the list of numbers, we will be identifying the next few terms of the given sequence. So to do that, we need first to find out what is the given pattern in each sequence. Now let's try letter A. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12. What will be the next 2 terms? So the pattern for letter A is, we simply add it by 3. So 0 plus 3, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. So the next number will be 12 plus 3, which is 15. And then 15 plus 3, which is 18. Now for letter B, the pattern for letter B is, we simply subtract it by 3. So we have 7 minus 3, the answer is 4. 4 minus 3, the answer is 1. 1 minus 3, the answer is negative 2. Negative 2 minus 3, the answer is negative 5. So the next 2 terms will be negative 8 and then negative 11. So for letter C, the given is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Let us find the next 2 terms. So the pattern for letter C is, we simply multiply it by 2. So 1 times 2, the answer is 2. 2 times 2, the answer is 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. So the next number will be 16 times 2, 32. 32 times 2, 64. For letter D, 160, 80, 40, 20, blank, and then blank. So what will be the pattern for letter D? The pattern is, we simply divide it by 2. So the next number, 160, 80, 40, 20, we must divide it by 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 divided by 2, the answer is 5. So that is how we are going to find the next few terms of the given sequence. Now let's do activity 2, term after term. So we need to find the first 5 terms of the sequence given the nth term or the rule. So for number 1, we have a sub n equals n plus 6. So we need to find a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, and a sub 5. So to do this, we just simply substitute the value of our n by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 solutions. So let's start with the first one. So we have a sub n equals n plus 6. That is our given. So let us change the value of our n by 1. So we have a sub 1 equals 1 plus 6. So the answer is 7. So our first term or a sub 1 is 7. Now let's have the second one. So we have the given and we will change the value of n by 2. So we have a sub 2 equals 2 plus 6. The answer is 8. So our second term is 8. Now let's have the third term. So we have the given, change the value of n by 3. So we have a sub 3 equals 3 plus 6, that is 9. So our third term is 9. Next, a sub 4. So we change the value of n by 4. So we have a sub 4 equals 4 plus 6, which will give us 10. So our fourth term is 10. And for the fifth term, we have to substitute n by 5. So a sub 5 equals 5 plus 6, which will give us 11. And that is our fifth term. So our first 5 terms for this given nth term is 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now let's have number 2. So for number 2, the nth term or the rule is a sub n equals 3n minus 1. So we need to find a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, and a sub 5. So let's have the first one. We will change the value of n by 1 since we are looking for the value of first term. So we have a sub 1 equals 3 times 1, that is 3 minus 1, which give us 2. So our first term is 2. Next, we will find a sub 2. So we will change n by 2. So we have 3 times 2, that is 6 minus 1. It gives us 5. So our second term is 5. Next, for our third term, we will change the value of n by 3. So we have 3 times 3, that is 9 minus 1. A sub 3 is equal to 8. So that is our third term. For our fourth term, change the value of n by 4. So we have 3 times 4, that is 12 minus 1. It gives us 11. So our fourth term is 11. And for the fifth term, we will change the value of n by 5. So we have 3 times 5, that's 15, minus 1, that is 14. So our fifth term is 14. So we have 2, 5, 8, 11, and 14. Number 3, our given is a sub n equals 2 raised to n. So we need to find a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, and a sub 5. So let's have the first term. So the given, we will just change the value of our n by 1. So the answer, that is 2 raised to the first power, will give us 2. So our first term is 2. Second term, change the value of n by 2. So we have a sub 2 equals 2 squared. 2 squared is 4. So the second term is 4. Third, we have to change n by 3. So we have 2 cubed, or 2 times 2 times 2. We need to multiply 2 by itself 3 times. So the answer is 8. So we have 8. Next, the fourth term, change the value of n by 4. So we have 2 raised to 4. So we need to multiply 2 by itself 4 times. So we have, the answer is 16. So our fourth term is 16. And the last is change the value of n by 5. So we have 2 raised to the power of 5, which will give us 32. And the fifth term is 32. So we have 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. Now for our activity number 3, find the nth term. So for this one, let's have number 1. Given the sequence described by a sub n equals 40 minus 3n, find the 6th and the 10th terms. So this is very specific. So we need to find the 6th and the 10th terms. So we need to find 2 terms. So let's try first the 6th term. So given the formula, we need to change the value of our n by 6, since we are finding the value of the 6th term. So 6, so we have 40 minus 3 times 6. So next, 40 minus 18, because 3 times 6 is 18. And then simplify, 40 minus 18 will give us 22. So the 6th term of this sequence is 22. Next, we will find the 10th term. So given the formula, the rule, change the value of our n by 10. So we have 40 minus 3 times 10 will give us 40 minus 30. 3 times 10 is 30. So to simplify, our 10th term is 10. 40 minus 30 is equal to 10. So our 6th term again is 22, and our 10th term is 10. Now for number 2, given the sequence described by a sub n equals n squared plus 1, find the 8th term. So only one term is being asked. So to get the answer, we will use the given rule. So we have a sub n equals n squared plus 1. We are finding the value of the 8th term. So we need to substitute n by 8. So we have a sub 8 equals 8 squared plus 1. Next, we need to simplify. A sub 8 is equal to 64. How did we get 64? That's 8 squared. 8 times 8. And then plus 1. Next, the final answer will be a sub 8 is equal to 65. 64 plus 1 is 65. So our 8th term for this sequence is 65. We have 4 types of sequence, and these are arithmetic, geometric, harmonic, and Fibonacci sequence. I am going to discuss this topic in my next video lessons. So if you want to learn more about this, please do subscribe on my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified for my new uploads. Thank you so much, and God bless.